Sure as I speak, I lie here, dead. As cold as the cobble rests my blood-stained head. All wanderlust in limbo be, till justice strips my spirit free. With my demise begins a tale, a story that will chill your bones, a tragedy that happened here within these very stones.
Never should it be discovered. Hide it well and it should not be found, and no word spoken of it. Secrets never should be told. Turn your eyes, don't speak now of it. Deep down in the blackness and the cold.
The story begins in a blacksmith's house, a humble home for a simple man. He worked hard to provide for his wife and daughter, the best a poor man can.
Day and night, with blood and sweat, to keep a roof over our heads. There'll be no rest until I'm dead. From the fire I will be free. For 15 years I've beaten steel. Not a single day I've taken ill. To feed my wife and daughter till the hammer will beat no more. From just a boy to the day I die, stoke up the fire, raise the hammer high. The iron's in the fire, bring the hammer down. I train to be the provider for my family, an apprentice to take over from me when the fire in me burns out. He works hard when he is here, on occasions late after too much beer, but a sobering clip around his ear will help him focus on his work. From just a boy to the day I die, stoke up the fire, raise the hammer high. The iron's in the fire, bring the hammer down, and blistered shoulders aching will lay me out into the ground, will lay me into the ground. None of that, all right? I'm just a boy to the day I die. Stoke up the fire, raise the hammer high. The iron's in the fire, bring the hammer down, and blistered shoulders aching will lay me all into the ground, will lay me away to the ground. The iron's in the fire, bring the hammer down, and blistered shoulders aching will lay me all into the ground, will lay me away to the ground.
The blacksmith's daughter was beautiful, with a heart so pure as gold, the apple of her father's eye, cast from her mother's mould. Dear Josephine was a kind, sweet girl, loved by everyone she knew. But she was loved by one more than most, and she favoured this boy too. Harry Shilling was the blacksmith's hand. He worked hard for small reward. He caught the eye of young Josephine with his fine looks and shoulders broad. The blacksmith boy was just an apprentice when the two first met each other. They would laugh and cry, embrace and fight, like sister and like brother. But as the winds of time bring change, head first in love they fell. So strong a love you only hear the storytellers tell.
Harry,
Yes.
how old will you be when comes your birthday next?
Have we not known each other these past 6 years since I was only 13?
And how old will I be just a month from now?
How you boggle my mind at times such as these. You're coming up to your 17th birthday, aren't you?
You are correct. And having known each other almost half each other's lives now, don't you think it's time we told my parents of the love we share?
I would rather we did not.
And why would you rather that?
I like your father well, Josephine, and I know him better. Well enough, in fact, to know that chunks of my brain would be stuck to that anvil for years to come, were he to work out that his daughter has been absconding with his apprentice these past years.
I am being serious, Harry.
Oh, you think I lack seriousness?
As far as I can see, there is no reason at all for us not to tell them. Younger people than us have been together before now, and the happiest folk they have turned out. Of course, you need deep pockets enough to afford a wedding these days. But your wages.
Sorry. Did you speak of a wedding?
Is the thought of marrying me so abhorrent to you?
That I did not say, and less did I imply it. Merely, tradition dictates that I, the man, must propose to you, the woman, in order to accept said proposal.
Then delay no longer, Harry Shilling. Get up on one knee and propose to me this instant.
I cannot.
Cannot.
Tradition also dictates that I, the man, must have a ring to slip onto your sweet dainty finger.
A ring is naught but a symbol, my love, and I would argue that it is not strictly necessary in order to carry out a proposal. You allow tradition to dictate too much.
Regardless of your latter comment, a ring you shall have. I am known by all of those who know me as a kind and gentle gentleman, and I intend on remaining so. But there is one question.
And what is that, my kind and gentle gentleman?
You must love me as much as I love you.
Oh, I assure you that I do, and even more so.
Oh, do you?
Without the remotest shadow of doubt. And now the spring welcomes the daffodils. The summer comes and no more winter chills. The seasons come and go, but time stands still when I'm with you. Through all the days, the weeks, the months, the years, there's not a single moment you're not here. You are the only one that I hold dear. I love you. I love you. I love you.
You make my heart race when you're near. I know when you're close, I've got nothing to fear. Just hold me and don't let me go. I need you more than ever, you'll know. Sweet Josephine, my Josephine, my heart belongs to you. Sweet Josephine, my Josephine, my heart belongs to you. I love you. I love you. Oh! You're the sunshine that lights up my sky. It's you and it's me as the year passes by. Autumn leaves fall and the winter sets in. Our love stands as a new year begins. Sweet Josephine, my Josephine, my
Seasons come and go, but time stands still when I'm with you.
Sweet
All the days, the weeks, the months, the year,
my
there's not a single moment you're not
Josephine,
here.
my
You're the
heart
only one that I hold
belongs
dear.
to
I love
you.
you.
I love you. I love you.
Oh, Harry!
Zachariah Sheldon was tall, handsome, and wealthy. An educated pharmacist that kept the townsfolk healthy. But Zachariah's riches came from a more profitable sideline, the import and export of the world's finest wine.
Good afternoon, my dear. Please come in. You're so very welcome. Come and taste the finest wine from the corners of the globe. Tell me what you favor, and in no time you will savor a wine to truly tantalize your tongue. From Chardonnay to a lovely Beaujolais, I know as soon as I see your face the type of wine to suit your taste. I'm Zachariah Sheldon, won't you tell the secrets of the wine that you know well? Zachariah Sheldon, is it true that from your face he knows what's good for you? I see, sir, by your stature, I'm not saying that you're fat, sir, that you enjoy a glass of vino as you sit down for your meal. Yes, yes. A glass of wine to chill, sir, will guarantee your fill, sir. A perfect little tipple with your tea. From Chardonnay to a lovely Beaujolais, I know as soon as I see your face the type of wine to suit your taste. I'm Zachariah Sheldon, won't you tell the secrets of the wine that you know well? Zachariah Sheldon, is it true that from your face he knows what's good for you? My welcome is extended to customers intended to find the right bouquet to satisfy your needs. A red full bodied and tasty, well, let's not get too hasty. Let him sink the bottle down, sneak out the house and come on around. I'm Zachariah Sheldon, won't you tell the secrets of the wine that you know well? Zachariah Sheldon, is it true that from your face he knows what's good for you? The delightful Mr. Pritchard, he is the local pisshead. An honor as always. Now, what can I do for you? He'll drink anything that's stronger. This one cleans the drains for longer. He's got the cleanest asshole in the street. From Chardonnay to a lovely Beaujolais, I know as soon as I see your face the type of wine to suit your taste. I'm Zachariah Sheldon, won't you tell the secrets of the wine that you know well? Zachariah Sheldon, is it true that from your face he knows what's good for you? Zachariah Sheldon. my holy staff. Would that I believe it, I would write to every man within the district and discourage him from unlocking his door. It appears a siren has graced my modest shop floor.
Are you quite well, Mr. Sheldon? Or might want to see me have brewed a funny batch?
Yes. Tell me, who is that sweet lady?
That would be the unjustly handsome daughter of the blacksmith, a head turner, to be sure.
The blacksmith's daughter. Truth be told.
As true as you're likely to find this very fine wine, considerably warmer and dripping from the gutter within the hour.
Or could it be that a man as ugly as Satan's elbow could produce such a desirable gin?
What a delicate mouth you have, sir.
And you're still so harsh as to risk breaking such lovely soft skin.
I'm glad you approve.
You could not be approved more. And with that, I introduce myself. I am Zachariah Sheldon, wine brewer, health bringer, and nothing more than servant to yourself, tasked with fulfilling any wish that you bring to me, and it would be my honor, as a gentleman, to serve such a pretty young creature.
Sir, you are too kind.
May the ground consume me if I am mistaken, but are you not the daughter of my neighbor, the blacksmith, Mr. Shaw, and his charming spouse?
The ground may spare you today, Mr. Sheldon, for you are correct. As it happens, I am sent here on an errand on his behalf. Do you know him?
Neighbors do exchange pleasantries from time to time, but I know him little more than that. Tell me, how does he?
He works too hard. Mayhaps, Mr. Zachariah, would you like to come over and reacquaint yourself? A friendly face is a friendly face, and I suppose it would prompt a welcome break from his work. Bless his heart.
Of that I have no doubt. He must be caught in the vicious circle of consequence, which is career rewards. Work in abundance, but little financial gain, I'll wager. Come, my dear, let's make haste. More welcome than a friendly face is a complimentary bottle of wine. So, bring him one I shall.
Follow me, good sir.
Sheldon's fine wines had brought him riches beyond compare. But despite his fortunes, he longed for someone in his wealth to share. Sheldon's head had been turned by the blacksmith's only daughter, the fairest girl he had ever seen, so he was very keen to court her. Sheldon planned a party, inviting friends from far and wide. He invited the blacksmith and his wife to secure himself a bride.
Strike up the band, grab your partner by hand, let's dance, the party's begun. We'll drink and we'll eat and we'll dance off our feet, forget all our troubles and woes. There's always a reason why, let's raise a glass of high, drink to good health and for good times to come. Tomorrow the sun will shine, let's raise a glass of wine, drink to good times and long may they last. Strike up the band, grab your partner by hand, let's dance, for the party's begun. We'll drink and we'll eat and we'll dance off our feet, forget all our troubles and woes. With wine and with song we will dance all night long, we'll raise up our spirits by lifting a glass. If you are feeling down, we'll help you lose your frown, lead the land wars and they'll play all night long. Strike up the band, grab your partner by hand, let's dance, for the party's begun. We'll drink and we'll eat and we'll dance on our feet, forget all our troubles and woes.
surprise for you, my love.
Oh, now is it really a surprise, or do I already have an idea as to what it might be?
Fickle as your memory might be as of late, I do not think that you will have forgotten the conversation we had a few days ago about our future.
Oh, Harry, surely you did not buy me one.
Surely I did.
Oh, Harry, yes! Yes, 100 times, yes!
If you recall, I said I was going to go about things properly. And go about things properly, I shall.
What's the matter, my love? What troubles you?
I must have a moment. I beg of you, just a moment. Promise me that you'll stay!
I shall not move an inch!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
acquaintances new and old.
Speech!
Yes. Sweet friends and neighbours, it would be a vicious lie and a sin to say that this has not been one of the most wonderful evenings, and one that I shall not forget until I am old and grey. And as I look around my modest property, one would assume that you have enjoyed drinking me out of my living. But alas, the hour grows late, and even an evening as triumphant as ours must come to an end. Furthermore, I must wake earlier than usual tomorrow to restock my shelves with full bottles and run my business as usual. So to you all I give thanks, true thanks, for making a lonely man's evening so full of joy and friends. And with that, I politely request that you all go away and leave me in peace, you horrid drunks. Mr. Shaw, work.
For many hours Sheldon's guests had indulged with food and wine and song. He asked the blacksmith and his wife to stay after the rest had gone. He sat the blacksmith down and told him the time had come to find himself a pretty wife who could provide him with a son. With the exchange of his daughter's hand, he would see the blacksmith reimbursed, and with a smile and shake of hand, filled up with gold the blacksmith's purse. Upon returning home, they tried to explain to their daughter the benefits of the plan, of her betrothal to the wine seller, who was a handsome and wealthy man. With her marriage to Zachariah, they would know hunger nevermore. He was a kind, sweet man. Of that they both were sure. Stunned to silence, the poor girl stood, too shocked to even speak. She fell helpless at her father's feet, tears rolling down her cheek. She begged them not to force her, marry a man against her willing, for her heart belonged to her childhood love, the Honourable Harry Shilling.
Please.
Josephine, stand.
Mother, you cannot let him do this.
Josephine, your mother told you to stand.
Father, you cannot.
Josephine, please, you must do as your father has said.
No. Of all the things ever forced upon an innocent person, this must be the most vile and cruel. And here I kneel at my own father's feet, begging him not to force it upon me. Begging him not to sell me like a dog.
That is enough, girl!
Less than a dog. Just a woman.
The blacksmith flew into a rage. How selfish could she be? With her marriage to Zachariah, from poverty they would be free. You have no choice. The deal has been done. To Zachariah you will marry. You'll learn to love and care in time. A son, one day, you'll carry.
Please don't make me marry this man. He's not the man I love. He's not the love I planned. I know that you love me, so I'm sure that you can see that I'll die if you don't I must fulfill. You have always loved me, so I'm begging with you now. Undo the deal that's done. There must be a way somehow. Please don't make me marry this man. He's not the man I love. He's not the love I planned. I know that you love me, so I'm sure that you can see that I'll die if you don't intervene. Please don't make me marry this man. You have always shown me love and worked hard to care for me. You've been there when I needed you, told me tenderly. I've never asked for anything, but I'm pleading with you now. Undo this deed that's done. There must be a way somehow. Please don't make me marry this man. He's not the man I love. He's not the love I plan. I know that you love me, so I'm sure that you can see it's all done. You don't intervene. Please don't make me marry this
Your face does tell of the numbing wonderment that my heart feels at this very time. Seeing my newfound wife step into my home as a newborn babe drops from the womb and into life. Pay me zero attention when I say, my home. Look upon it as your own, and I pray thee, feel welcome. What future does this modest lounge hold for we two, I wonder? Stop a moment and picture the scene that I detail to you. After many an hour spent working in my shop, wearily into our home I step. You, being the fine wife that you are, shall already have the most exquisite supper laid out upon the table. And reminisce upon the past day we shall, telling one another of our activities. And when spring does pass adolescence and matures into summer, mayhaps we might abscond from the dreary everyday surrounding us and vacate to a warmer southern location where we can allow the sea to lap at our toes as we stroll. Would suspicion lead me to believe that my wife would enjoy that? And Christmas. Merriment visits every family when the Lord's birthday comes around, so round the fireplace we will take our place, our eyes upon our firstborn, as with trinkets and toys he plays at our feet. Nay, why must we restrict ourselves to simply one heir? Who is the physician that prescribes us the lone child? My yearning for fatherhood will not be satisfied until several heirs have taken their place at our side. I mean, there are no financial boundaries, of course. Have my words brought up some unwarranted upset in you, my dear?
dragged me through matrimony, you have. Steal me from my loving home and bring me here where I might live as naught but a trophy, you might. But infect my innards with your offspring, I will never allow.
Traditionally, sweet flower of innocence, provision of children is as much the duty of a wife as it is for a hound to obey its master, or a racehorse to allow its jockey to ride upon its back. A duty that I will see to it that you perform for your husband, wife.
Sharper the teeth of the hound that is backed into a corner. Kicks hard as the horse with the jockey of little temper.
Tamed. Not a word oft used when describing men claiming wild horses. Broken is the term. The horse as much lacks choice to complete his task as you lack it now.
You talk of hounds and horses and wives as if they were of similar breed. And so comes you saying that I lack choice.
Naught but truth passes through my lips. Hands have been shaken and gold relocated from one purse to the other, and therefore you are mine. Josephine, as sweet as the first flower of spring though you are, my standing with you at the altar was a means of obtaining a child of my own, an heir, if you will. Josephine, before your heart first gave punch, all those years ago, out at all hours was I, my bones all but visible through the flesh in my hands, and I yearned for the cradle of sleep. But still I worked, pushing back that dark shroud that so greedily devours time at night, and while you were nourished at your mother's teeth, drenched in salt of my own making was I, neglecting the growl of my stomach. I chose the cold company of bank clerks at supper over that of warm and comfortable food, and while you were doted upon by proud father and loving mother, I look not to the absence of my peasant father, nor the passing of my sickly mother. And as the bee is rewarded with honey for its toil, I have been rewarded with great riches. And wealth is something to be inherited. Never has your husband slammed the door in the face of duty, and I open it wide now with a warm smile to the duty of providing for you for as many years as I can. And you, on our wedding night, shall answer the call of duty by opening your legs, being bred, and providing me with a son.
You do repulse me, sir.
I find myself repeating that you lack choice. As is common knowledge, cooperation is not strictly a requirement in this predicament. And had I been gifted with the power of foresight and predicted the occurrence of your reluctance, I would have counseled you to fill your belly with the wine that now drenches the floor beneath our feet. But as is so often observed, life is a series of teachings and learnings, and we have now been provided with the advantage that I have a lesson to teach you, so off of your clothes.
Sir, I will not.
A first time, I patiently instruct. A second time will be somewhat harsher. I am a husband who loves his wife, and it is not my ambition to put hurt upon you.
A first and only time I do instruct you not to touch me, sir, with the threat of reporting you to the police if you do me wrong. No!
Do not take this as a hint that I love you not, wife, for the opposite is the truth. But the fact remains that you have caused nothing but inconvenience as to create delay to consummation. Thoughtlessness. on our wedding night of all nights. Lie there, let me love you. Don't close your eyes, look at me. Don't you know it's me? You see, you owe to me. My wife, you want for nothing. It's your duty and your honor. Any time that I desire, you are the lucky one. I chose you from the rest. Your beauty and your slenderness, unrivaled from the best. So much I ask of you, just a son for us to share. Son like his father, father like his son. Sheldon Act. Lie there and let me love you. Don't close your eyes and look at me. Oh, it's me, you see, you owe to me. My wife, you want for nothing. It's your duty and your honor. Any time that I desire. So wipe away your tears, you silly girl. If you moan, I'm all I ask, in exchange for a different world. In time you'll find it easier. You might even find one day you come to me and you beg me for my love. Lie there and let me love you. Close your eyes, look at me. Don't you know it's me? You see, you owe to me. My wife, want for nothing, it's your duty and your honor. Any time that I desire, you are the lucky one. I chose you from the rest. Your beauty and your slenderness, unrivaled from the best. So much I ask of you, just a son for us to share. Son like his father, father like his son, a Sheldon Act.
After a month, Sheldon had secured himself with a wife. He explained to her that the blacksmith boy was no longer in her life. Sheldon was not a foolish man. He knew the boy would not let go. So he went to visit him whilst he worked. A tough lesson he would show.
Hello, my love. What's this? Seldom do I see you so static when a day lies ahead filled with work and tasks.
You might understand, husband, that as a mother I feel the absence of my child inwardly.
Yet I sense there is more than this which troubles you.
'Twas not enough that one might turn their nose out. Even with the most strengthened bones, a man making such an offer might have had a hand snapped off. But some may examine our situation as one that was concluded with the wrong intentions in mind.
I'm not blind to your meaning.
Then I put it simply. Did we do right by our daughter? By her heart did we do injustice? By her purse we did her honour. She shall never live in poverty and never know hunger. But no one can make light of poor young Harry's love for the girl and his intentions to court her.
I might make light of the scruffy bump.
You say this in jest, I know. For you love the boy as your own. Oft time he might come in with more ale in his veins than blood, but he has never told us a mistruth. never continued in our lives with malice towards us and given Josephine nothing but his heart. I ask again, by her heart and by poor Harry's ambition, did we do injustice?
Simply put, love, nay. Always with a stern word and a firm hand have I managed our family. But may God strike down the man who puts lie into the world by uttering all that I've done it all with a lack of love in my heart. Damn shame that it is that we shall never label young pisshead Harry our son by law. Heavier are the scales on the side of advantage in this matter than not. By contract with Mr. Sheldon, he not only provides Josephine with wealth and children, but he also hammered assurances aggressively into the agreement that he loves her Josephine, and that his heart has only place for her. Atop this is that which I insisted upon, that we ourselves shall never know financial insecurity, which in turn proves a happy bargain for young Harry, on whom we can now afford to spend some extra wage. Under all examination, I would say that we've done right by everyone, that everyone should see it in time.
I feel some yearning for her company more often than not, I do not doubt. For our daughter, the bride.
A yearn shared by myself, love, but think of it not as losing a daughter, for she only lives houses away on the street. We've now gained a friend and neighbour, daughter of mine. And a bright future enduring in the smile from time to time. Such a pretty little girl, so full of life and love, so innocent and free, so kind and so sweet, our little girl. So kind and so sweet, our little girl. Our daughter, the bride. Our daughter, the bride. Always loving, always kind. Her beauty only matched on the sharpness of her mind. So fair and so sweet, our little girl. So fair and so sweet, our little girl. Our daughter, the bride. Our daughter, the bride. Just think how happy she will be. She'll want for nothing now, neither you or me. A lady with such wealth, our little girl. A lady with such wealth, our little girl. Our daughter, the bride. Our daughter, the bride.
Oh, look, husband, our son-by-law comes to visit.
Your eyes are very true to you, mother-by-law.
And yet, our daughter, your wife, is not at your side.
Your senses are also kind to you,
How does she, Mr. Sheldon?
Oh, you know, Josephine, she's as fair as ever and as sweet as the morning's first touch. But unfortunately, at this moment, she is somewhat indisposed. I left to come hither and she was still abed. I put it down to nothing more than a flu, though.
Unfortunate is this news. Please allow her reassurances that her mother and I send warm love.
That I shall.
When may we expect to see her? Sometime soon, I dare hope.
Sometime soon, I would say.
Ah,
Anyway, Mrs. Shaw, I am curious as to whether you would allow me a word or three with your young apprentice over there.
may I inquire as to what words you wish to exchange?
Just a few happy words between two gentlemen. In private, though, you'll understand.
That may be something of a difficulty, I'm afraid, Mr. Sheldon.
Zachariah, if you please.
Yes, Mr. Zachariah. It may serve you well to take a look upon our small workshop and see that a great deal of smithing must be attempted in the small number of hours that God gives us. Not that I intend to depart a feeling of rudeness upon you, sir.
Nothing is departed upon me, apart from washes of love from mine own kin. But I beseech you, allow me this small favour, and I promise I shan't be any more than a minute.
Well, for you, Mr. Zachariah, we should do as you ask, but be swift. A blacksmith's day lasts a minute longer than an apothecary's.
Well, then I shall.
Come along.
What brings you to me, Mr. Sheldon? If there's some small task that you wish for me to perform, then I'm sure Mr. Shaw will allow me a few minutes.
Tell me, Harry, have you ever lain with a woman?
I do beg your pardon, sir.
What year are you in now? Your 19th, your 20th year.
My mind forbids me from understanding what you're talking about, Zachariah.
My mind forbids me from believing that you don't understand what subject I am approaching. Have you ever lain with a woman?
It is likely that I would not know if I have.
It is likely that you would know if you have.
Likely I would.
So you've never smelt the perfume of the flower of innocence, never plucked the flower from a girl's youth, therefore making her a woman.
To what end are you asking this of me?
I think it is quite clear as to what end I ask this of you.
Mayhaps I have lain with a woman, and mayhaps I have never experienced such a pleasure. In both scenarios, I would find it to be a violation against God if experienced before marriage.
Do not treat me as a fool, boy, and I shall attempt to extend to you the same courtesy. You will stop all manner of childish relations with Josephine, or I will simply cut open your belly.
Mr. Sheldon has evidently overlooked the fact, and do not think that I have been so foolish as to not notice. We appear to be neighbours.
Speak with a more respectful tongue, boy, or lose it. Stay away, or you will die. Stay away, or you will surely die. Don't you disrespect me. Don't you ask the reason why. Just stay away or die. I know about you and I know about the history that you share. But Josephine is my wife. About this foolishness I don't care. I never want to see you talk to her. I never want to see your face. And if I do, I truly promise you, I'll see you gone without a trace. Stay away, or you will die. Stay away, or you will surely die. Don't you disrespect me. Don't you ask the reason why. Just stay away or die.
You come over here with your empty threats, wanting me to stay away. But you will never know her love, no matter what you try to say. Josephine has only eyes for me, and that's the way it will always be. So you can take your knife and threaten somebody else, because you really don't scare me.
Stay away or you will die. Stay away or you will surely die. Don't you disrespect me. Why? Just stay away or die. Stay away or you will die. Stay away or you will surely die. Don't you disrespect me, don't you ask the reason why. Just stay away or die.
Sheldon warned the apprentice, keeping distance from his wife. His words enforced by holding to his throat a butcher's knife. He said, I've seen you looking at her. I've seen her smile as you. If I catch you within a mile of her, with this knife, I'll run you through.